Welcome to our channel. If you've ever wondered how to stop aging and keep that youthful glow even into your 70s, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into a powerful Buddhist story that reveals 12 ancient rules to help you look and feel like you're 25, no matter your age. Don't miss out on these life-changing teachings. Hit that subscribe button and join our community for more wisdom and inspiration. Dear friends, the signs of aging, graying hair, a weakened body, fragile teeth, sagging cheeks, and tiredness are familiar to all of us. Face loses its youthful glow, digestion slows, and vision becomes dim. These are the inevitable marks of time. However, aging no longer confines itself to the later years. Even in our youth, many face the trials of premature aging. To shed light on this, let us delve into a story from the life of Mahatma Buddha. Once, the Enlightened One visited the royal court of an emperor. As soon as he arrived, he inquired, "Raja, tell me, how are the people of your village?" The emperor, with gratitude, responded, "O Lord, thanks to your sacred teachings, the people in our village, even at 60 years old, appear as youthful as they did at 20. It seems as though the march of time has halted entirely. Everyone in our state enjoys perfect health, rests peacefully, and lives without the need for medicine. They are truly well and content." Friends, today's story is a treasure of wisdom. By listening to it in full, you will understand why aging creeps upon us earlier than it should. Remember, Mahatma Buddha himself was once an emperor who renounced all worldly pleasures to embrace the life of a monk. His profound knowledge of diet and daily practices was unmatched. Today, we will uncover the 12 essential rules from Mahatma Buddha, rules that hold the key to a life of fullness. It is my humble request that you listen carefully to every word of this story. By embracing these teachings, you will protect yourself from illness, and the burden of aging will not weigh upon you. Let us journey together through this story, allowing each lesson to take root in our hearts and minds, so that we may apply them to our lives with wisdom and care. The king ruled his kingdom with unwavering dedication, ensuring that anyone who neglected their duties faced the gravest consequences, including the death penalty. This strict approach fostered an environment where the cabinet ministers performed their duties with utmost honesty and diligence. The king's reputation for justice was well known, as he would always consider both sides of any dispute deeply before delivering a fair and impartial verdict. As a result, the people of the kingdom were content and lived prosperous lives under his reign. Every week, the king would travel throughout his kingdom to personally oversee the well-being of his subjects. During these visits, he would gather the villagers to report on the amount of grain in each household and confirm that every family had enough food. Thanks to these measures, the kingdom ran smoothly, and the people were satisfied, often praising the king for his wise and compassionate leadership. One day, during one of these gatherings, a farmer and his wife approached the king with a grave concern. "Maharaj," the farmer began, "today we have a serious problem. Please help us resolve it." King, concerned, asked, "What is the matter?" Farmer explained, "I have two sons who are still young, around 26 or 28 years old. However, they look as if they are 60. Their hair is falling out, their bellies are growing, and they have become incredibly lazy, unable to do any work. We have tried many medicines, but nothing has improved their condition." The king, taking the matter seriously, replied, "All right." He then ordered his ministers to ensure that the farmer's sons were treated by the royal physician, with all expenses covered by the state treasury. The ministers followed the king's orders, and the physician began treating the farmer's sons using funds from the treasury. However, after an extended period of treatment, the farmer returned to the gathering, saying, "Maharaj, there has been no relief. My sons are still the same." The king, now more concerned, said, "Very well, we will think about this further." As he pondered the situation, another couple arrived, also in tears, reporting the same issue with their own children. Gradually, the problem became widespread, with more than half of the villagers approaching the king, leaving him bewildered. Recognizing the urgency of the situation, the king called an emergency meeting, declaring that the issue must be resolved immediately. He ordered a thorough investigation to determine why the youth of the state were prematurely aging and becoming exhausted. The king mandated that everyone should go door to door to uncover the cause of this phenomenon. All the famous healers were summoned, and an emergency meeting was held to discuss the matter. Addressing the healers, the king gave them 10 days to investigate and identify the disease or underlying cause affecting every household. He promised that whoever discovered the exact diagnosis of this condition would be rewarded with a kingdom. Motivated by this promise, the nobles and healers diligently worked day and night, going from house to house. After 10 days, the state assembly was convened. All the royal physicians and healers gathered to present their findings. King asked each healer about their discoveries. Despite their efforts, none had found a solution. Just when all hope seemed lost, an elderly healer, who appeared to be around 125 to 130 years old, stood up and said, however, despite the efforts of all the healers, no clear solution had been found. The king was deeply perplexed by this, especially when the elderly healer, who was 130 years old, admitted, "We do not have a solution for this problem." King, distressed, responded, "How can this be? You must tell us the solution now. For our people have been suffering for a month. Their worry has become ours. Even my own hair has begun to fall out. In my family, whether it's the queens, princes, princesses, or anyone else, everyone is facing this issue. Everyone is concerned. Please, tell me the solution." The elderly healer, with folded hands, respectfully replied, "Please forgive us, Maharaj, but we do not possess the answer. However, there is one person who does have the solution to all these problems. We summon this healer, all the issues in your kingdom will be resolved, and all illnesses will disappear forever. No one else has the solution but him." Eager for a remedy, the king said, "Healer, quickly tell me who this wise person is. Let us not delay such an important matter. Tell me as soon as possible. Who is this great man?" The healer replied, "Forgive me, Maharaj, but we do not know exactly where he resides. He is likely preaching in some distant state. Send your soldiers throughout the land to search for the state where Mahatma Buddha is currently preaching. Only he has the solution to this problem, and no one else does." As soon as the king heard the healer's words, he ordered his most capable minister, "Find Mahatma Buddha as soon as possible and bring him to our kingdom with the utmost respect and honor. This is my strict command. Take all necessary spies and quickly discover where Mahatma Buddha is currently preaching. Send our message to him, and tell him that the emperor himself is calling for him. If he does not come, inform me, and I will go to him myself with my concerns." The ministers immediately dispersed in all directions. After much effort, they discovered that Mahatma Buddha was giving a sermon in a very distant place. The ministers went there, paid homage to him, and Buddha said, "Lord Buddha, our king has summoned you. Great illness has fallen upon our kingdom. Will you please come with us?" Mahatma Buddha, known for his boundless compassion and unwavering joy, harbored only one wish in his heart, that all living beings on this earth should be healthy and happy. He desired a world free from deceit, where no one was deceived, no one was sad, and everyone lived in harmony, smiling together. Upon hearing the soldier's plea, he immediately agreed and said, "Why delay? Let us go at once." Mahatma Buddha, accompanied by the minister and his disciples, traveled to the kingdom. Upon arrival, the king warmly welcomed Buddha to the court, greeting him with deep respect and honor. The king then said, "Lord, our people have always been joyful and happy, but now a great burden has befallen them. A calamity has struck, and when calamity falls upon them, it falls upon us as well. These are not just subjects, they are our family. Please solve all these problems." The king's heartfelt words deeply impressed Mahatma Buddha, who smiled and replied, "Why not? This is nothing, everything will be fine. However, all the people have brought these problems upon themselves." Hearing this, the king, somewhat puzzled, smiled and said, "Sir, such a big problem, and you say it's nothing?" He then added, "All right, Guru, do whatever is necessary. Please heal our people." One of Buddha's disciples, who was standing nearby, stepped forward at Buddha's signal. The disciple addressed the king, saying, "O Raja, provide us with an open space in your state where all the inhabitants can gather. Place with fresh air, natural sunlight, and the tranquility of the morning. We will begin treating the people there. But before we start, you must issue an order that all inhabitants, including yourself, must be present at that place starting tomorrow. A sermon will be delivered to everyone, and these teachings will continue for 12 days. During these 12 days, all your subjects will regain their health." The king was overjoyed to hear this and said, "In just 12 days?" The disciple replied, "Yes, Maharaj, there will be no expenses. Simply give a strict order that everyone must arrive by 4 a.m., or they will be punished." The king immediately implemented this order, declaring that everyone must gather at the designated place the next morning. He also instructed his spies to ensure that everyone complied with the instructions, warning that anyone who disobeyed would be punished in the assembly. Following day, 4 a.m., the entire population of the kingdom arrived to listen to Mahatma Buddha's sermon. With the assembly gathered and the first light of dawn breaking, Mahatma Buddha began to speak. Mahatma Buddha signaled to his disciple in the assembly, and the disciple stood up and addressed the gathering, saying, "Starting tomorrow, everyone in the entire state must begin their day by drinking 2 to 3 glasses of warm water at 4 in the morning. This water should be sipped slowly from an earthen pot. Whoever does not follow this instruction will not find relief from their ailments." This was Mahatma Buddha's first teaching, and he emphasized that it must be followed. He then informed the people that the next day, he would deliver the second sermon, which everyone must also attend and follow. The next day, all the people gathered punctually. Mahatma Buddha asked someone from the crowd, "What happened? How many people followed the advice?" Everyone raised their hands and said, "We have followed it, and today we feel much relief. Our stomachs have been cleansed, our bodies feel light, and we look absolutely healthy." Mahatma Buddha then instructed his disciples to give the second piece of advice. The disciple said, "Now, everyone must go for a walk daily." How much should they walk? Between 2 to 3 kilometers. Children and young people should run during this walk, while those between 40 and 50 years old should walk briskly, taking 1 step per second, 60 steps per minute. He emphasized that each person should walk according to their ability. This was the sermon for the second day. The following day, the meeting resumed, and Mahatma Buddha again asked the people about their progress. Everyone present raised their hands in agreement. The disciple asked, "How do you feel now?" The crowd responded, "Guru, we have no illness. Feels like we are completely healthy again." The disciple then gave further instructions, saying, "Now everyone must practice yoga and pranayama according to their ability. This includes pranayama techniques like Anulom Vilom and Surya Pranayam." He explained the methods for performing these exercises and encouraged the people to practice them daily for at least 30 to 45 minutes. The next day's gathering saw the same enthusiastic participation, and when asked about their routines, people reported, "Now we feel as though there is no illness. We don't even need an alarm. Our eyes automatically open at 4 a.m. Hearing this, the king was overjoyed, amazed that his people were healing without any need for costly medicines. The king immediately rejoiced and with great respect approached Mahatma Buddha, asking him to stay in their kingdom. "Lord, please don't leave us," the king implored. Mahatma Buddha, always maintaining a joyful attitude, smiled and said, "Now that everyone is aware of the benefits of yoga and pranayama, the next step is to pay attention to diet. Everyone should eat 300 grams of wholesome food, no more, no less. After that, you can continue with your work." That day's meeting concluded with the people feeling uplifted and grateful for the teachings that were transforming their lives. The next day, as everyone gathered again, they were asked who had experienced significant relief from their ailments. People responded in unison that they had fully recovered. The disciple then addressed the crowd, saying, "There is still half of the rule left to fulfill. If you follow the entire rule, you will be free from disease, old age will retreat, and it won't even approach you. Your vitality will remain strong like that of our Mahatma Buddha, and your face will continue to shine with radiance." The disciple then explained the next set of instructions, urging everyone to listen carefully. From tomorrow, between 7 and 8 a.m., you must eat sev. After 2 hours, you can have your regular meal to fill your stomach. However, this meal must include a special multi-grain bread, called roti, made without wheat, as wheat is not beneficial. Instead, use millet, corn, and chickpeas to prepare the roti. Additionally, your plate should include a bowl of lentils, some homemade ghee, and a bowl of mixed vegetables according to the season. Seasonal vegetables are wholesome and should be consumed, while off-season vegetables should be stored properly to preserve them for later use. He continued. Finally, 30 minutes after your meal, drink a bowl of yogurt. If you add a bit of jaggery to the yogurt, your digestion will improve significantly. This concludes today's sermon. I urge everyone to follow these instructions carefully. Come back tomorrow. People, feeling uplifted and hopeful, returned to their homes, eager to follow the teaching. The next day, they all gathered again, and when asked about their health, they joyfully exclaimed, "Lord, we have no illness. We are completely healed, and it doesn't seem like we were ever sick." The king, overwhelmed with happiness, remarked, "By following this way of eating, everyone has been healed. It seems that our people have become healthier on their own." The disciple then added, "There is still more to learn. Listen carefully. It is important to remember not to eat and drink at the same time. If you have difficulty swallowing food, take small sips of water, but avoid drinking large amounts of water during your meal. You can drink all the water you want, but only after an hour has passed since you finished eating." Continued, "As most of you have finished your meals by 10 or 11 in the morning, you will likely feel hungry again by 4 or 5 in the afternoon. At that time, everyone should eat a small, balanced snack, maintain their energy and health." These teachings were shared with great care, ensuring that everyone understood the importance of following them. People left the gathering with renewed vigor, grateful for the wisdom that had restored their health and well-being. Dear friends, let us reflect on the profound wisdom imparted by Mahatma Buddha through his 12 health teachings, which have the power to transform our lives and bring us lasting well-being. Buddha's first guidance to the people was simple yet powerful. Begin your day by drinking warm water at 4 a.m., allowing your body to cleanse itself naturally. This simple practice brought immediate relief to the people, lightening their bodies and cleansing their system. As the days passed, Mahatma Buddha continued to share essential teachings. He emphasized the importance of a morning walk, encouraging the young to run and others to walk briskly. This physical activity, combined with yoga and pranayama practices like Anulam Vilom, rejuvenated the people, bringing newfound vitality and peace to their lives. The teachings also delved into the importance of mindful eating. Buddha advised everyone to consume a morning meal that included multi-grain roti made from millet, corn, and chickpea, paired with seasonal vegetables, lentils, and a bowl of yogurt with jaggery. He stressed that meals should be eaten in a specific order, with no drinking during meals and water consumed only an hour after eating. By following these instructions, people began to feel healthier and more vibrant. In the afternoon, Buddha introduced the practice of eating salad, with portions adjusted according to one's weight. This salad, made from carrots, beets, radishes, tomatoes, ginger, and garlic, helped the people regain their youthful energy, bringing a glow to their faces and joy to their hearts. Buddha's teachings also extended to the timing and nature of dinner. He advised eating before sunset, allowing the body to digest food properly and ensuring restful sleep. The people were also instructed to drink a glass of milk with turmeric before bed, further aiding digestion and enhancing their overall health. Finally, Buddha shared the ultimate wisdom of living in the present moment, free from the burdens of past regrets and future worries. Just as a child lives joyfully in the present, we too should focus on the now, finding peace and contentment in what we have. This mindset, Buddha explained, is the key to eliminating stress and preventing illness. A month later, when Mahatma Buddha returned to the kingdom, he was welcomed with great reverence. The king joyfully reported that the people, once burdened by premature aging, now appeared youthful and full of life. Buddha's teachings had not only healed their bodies, but also brought harmony to their minds and spirits. Thank you for watching. Now that you've learned these 12 incredible health teachings from Mahatma Buddha, we want to hear from you. Will you be putting these practices into action? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We love hearing your stories and insights. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends and family, And make sure to subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss out our next video. Your support means the world to us. Stay healthy and happy, and we'll see you in the next one.